commentary on Southern PDP governors' defection. As Nigeria inches steadily towards the 2027 general elections, the nation's political landscape is undergoing yet another seismic shift. A wave of high-profile defection, most notably among governors from the South, from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), is causing ripples across the country. Beyond the immediate partisan implications, these movements have stirred a broader debate about national unity, the integrity of zoning agreements, and the perceived marginalization of the North in Nigeria's ever complex political calculus. Historically, the PDP has touted itself as Nigeria's most nationally representative political party, with its roots firmly planted in every geopolitical zone. The party emerged from the post-military era as a unifying platform promoting inclusion through informal power-sharing arrangements, particularly the principle of zoning, rotating key national leadership positions between North and South. Yet, the last few years have seen this foundation begin to crack. Internal disputes, ideological inconsistency, and deep-seated leadership struggles have left the party fractured. The recent exodus of several influential southern governors is a symptom of these issues. While publicly justified, a complaint of marginalization and dissatisfaction with the party leadership, the synchronized nature of these defections, and the rapid alignment with political blocs perceived to represent Southern interests suggest a more calculated and regionally motivated political realignment. From a Northern perspective, this emerging pattern feels less like a case of individual discontent and more like a collective strategic repositioning. It raises legitimate concerns. Is the South consolidating power in preparation for a stronger claim to national leadership in the post-2023 era? Is the PDP is the principle of zoning, once the bedrock of political equity, now being selectively discarded? Northern stakeholders, both within and outside the PDP, are beginning to interpret these developments as a subtle yet concerted gang up. The fear is that these moves are part of the broader Southern agenda to assert political dominance, potentially at the expense of the North's historical leverage in Nigeria's delicate power equation. Given the ethnic, religious, and regional sensitivities that already define Nigeria's politics, such shift, if not handled with care, could undermine the fragile unity of the federation. Critics argue that the defections are not grounded in ideology or genuine policy disagreements, but rather in raw political positioning. With the PDP's internal zoning principles under strain, some southern governors see greater opportunity in forging new alliances with southern interests are more central. This raises an uncomfortable question. Is the national political landscape shifting from issue-based politics to a game of regional chess? Is this trend? If this trend continues unchecked, it risks deepening existing divisions. It sends a message, intentional or not, that equitable power sharing is being replaced by regional maneuvering and dominance. In a country where mutual suspicion and historic grievances run deep, this could align with whichever party they chose. To be clear, political defection is not new to Nigeria. Politicians are constitutionally free to align with whichever party they choose. However, the timing, coordination, and regional concentration of these defections must not be ignored. They carry implications not just for party politics but for national cohesion. For the PDP, this is a moment of reckoning. If the party hopes to retain relevance and rebuild the national character, it must urgently address internal grievances, reform the leadership structure, and recommit to the principles of zoning and inclusion. Restoring faith in the party's ability to serve all regions fairly is paramount. More broadly, Nigerian political actors must recognize that unity cannot be sustained on the back of opportunistic realignments. National stability requires genuine dialogue, respect for unwritten agreements, and a shared commitment to equity. Politicians, especially those in leadership positions, must resist the temptation to use defection as a tool for regional dominance. Whether these defections constitute a deliberate gang up against the North or merely reflect the dysfunction of Nigeria's political system, the consequences are the same: rising tension and a sense of exclusion. If left unaddressed, this could erode the spirit of nationhood and embolden centrifugal forces. If you love this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Facebook page, like, comment, and share for wider coverage. I'm Ogbanje Joseph. I thank you for watching.